our heads together to find.
In the community, politically,
To expect violence from our cadres. We want this election to be free and fair.
don't listen to rumors circulating on social media. Watch Revelation TV main news at 20 hours and 12 hours daily. Revelation TV, delivering God's people.
You are watching Revelation TV, delivering God's people, and now Revelation TV News. My name is Rav Kombo. On these moments of the week news, where I get to highlight the major stories that made headline during the course of the week. And now the news headlines. President Edgar Lungu empowers Kabush taxi drivers with revolving fund. Government zeal to promote to improve the energy sector, pleases the Republican President writing Soma, and government to launch stimulus package for local artists. Now the moments of the week in details. Learning at Sangata Secondary School in Southern Province is going on smoothly from the time the exam classes reopened on June 1st, 2020. It has been confirmed by Sangata Secondary School head teacher Audin Absense when Zanis visited the school recently. More in the following report.
Learning at Jigankata Secondary School, situated in Jigankata Mission in Chieftainess Mwenda's chiefdom, is going on smoothly from the time examination classes reopened on 1st June 2020. Zambia News and Information Services recently visited the school to find out the compliance levels against the spread of the coronavirus at the school. Pupils interviewed say they were happy and adhering to preventive measures put in place against the spread of the COVID-19.
Actually, so far we're just learning very well. Yes, most of the pupils, they have face masks, and we are actually observing all the roles which we are doing by health ministry.
Ever since we opened schools, we've been trying to learn as examination classes. We are trying. Teachers, they are doing their best. Yeah, that's all I can say.
And Jigankata Secondary School head teacher Audin Hamusunse explained what the school authority has put in place to prevent the spread of the disease.
We have actually been, conducting lessons in a conducive environment. Just like I said, we actually, prepared ourselves, before, opening. We started by, spraying, our classrooms, and then from there, the general cleaning was actually, done. In terms of, sitting arrangement, that was also done before the schools were open. By the time, pupils came on Monday, everything was actually in terms of, let's say, washing, points, washing, soap, that is, to do with, fighting COVID-19. That was also, put in place. And as we actually started our lessons on Monday, everything was actually, put in place in readiness our students. And before we actually start our lessons, we are actually, privileged because we are near, Jigankata Mission Hospital. And then the HEP, comes, from, the hospital every day to screen our learners. So before they actually get into class, these, pupils are actually, screened on a daily, basis.
School managers countrywide should ensure that preventive guidelines put in place by the Ministry of Health are strictly followed by all pupils to prevent the spread of the coronavirus among the learners in schools. Zanis reports in Jigankata District, Southern Province.
Communications Minister Honorable Mtoto Kafwaya is impressed with the massive development taking place at the Zambian Meteorological Department. Speaking in Lusaka when he was briefed on the weather conditions in Zambia, Honorable Kafwaya said the department has seen massive investment in the creation of new weather stations under the PF government. Plan of was accompanied by Minister of Transport and Communications, Permanent Secretary, Engineer Michel Kungu.
And when it's cultural to speak about the problems that you have before you can talk about your successes and all of that. I just want to comment briefly on your constraints, and I'll go back a bit, maybe ask some questions or comment on what I've been able to get. The funding and the inadequacy in transport, those are resources, yes. Resource constraints, right? I think that we should depend on government to provide resources. And in fact, we should also depend on government to provide ideas and the leadership that is necessary. And part of that is coming from the repeal of the Act, okay, and replace it with a more responsive, with one which has more responsive attributes. The issue of structure is clearly linked to the Act that established this department, right? If we put into place a good Act, we are going to make sure that our structure, is properly expanded. But also the Act will also speak to the commerce aspect of the business that we do, which means that we may solve some of the funding problems from the business that will generate from the work that we do. So I see that this Act or this bill will certainly give us solutions. Okay.
Which is automatic. You find that all that is collected at once, and on a SIM card it's sent to our server. Then we have the information which we can distribute to all our stakeholders that are very interested. But I have to hasten also, Honorable Minister, that as government we have a responsibility to the community, to the society. The people will receive this information as a government responsibility to be given to the people. But there's a certain value that as a ministry we are looking at, that there's high valued customers that we think when the bill is passed, we will be generating resources, because we need to sustain this activity. For us to continue, be prepared for the future, be prepared for the bad weather, we need this information. So we just need to collect some contribution from the high value customers to enable us to sustain the operation. For a long time, I think since independence, government has been investing in this, but you find that government has a lot of areas where it spends its money, and sometimes we find that people are not there to do these jobs in remote areas. They don't want to work there. We lose that information, then we narrow down in terms of accuracy. But I think for the past 4 or 5 years, I think we've been more organized in terms of sharing information, and even our focus, you can see the trend is improving.
Province Youth Chairman Daniel Karemi says they will meet participants of the planned legal protest if they choose to go ahead. Speaking in Lusaka, Karemi said the PF will mobilize themselves to ensure they defend the policies of the ruling party and defend President Edgar Lungu. He said it is saddening to note that the opposition does want to hold a legal protest to denounce President Edgar Lungu.
But we know that Zambia does not only belong to Facebook bloggers. Zambia belongs to every Zambian youth. So we are saying that since now they have decided to take their protest from Facebook to come on the ground, they will come and meet us. Since we know that a lot of youths, they don't even blog. So we are going to express ourselves because we know that it's also our freedom of expression. Since even them, they are saying that it's their right, even us it's our right. So on the 2nd of this month, we are going to participate, and we are directing, we are urging all our leaders, starting from the lower organ up to provincial level, to mobilize and prepare themselves to come and support the policies of Patriotic Front and developmental trajectory of under His Excellency Dr. Kachagwa Lungu. And we are saying that no and abash, because it's only when they are criticizing the leadership of this country and our head of state, it's when they always mobilize themselves and come up with their freedom of expression to protest. But we are
Kawashi Member of Parliament, Honorable Musambo Saladi, surprised young SMEs involved in the taxi business will deliver 2 empowerment packages from President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. In his normal routine of sitting up on his constituents on a regular basis, Honorable Musambo invited youth at his residence in Kabush, where he had breakfast with them and took time to listen to their challenges. The MP, who is also Saka Province Minister, said the head of state has given them a 200,000 kwacha revolving fund for their licenses and another 200,000 kwacha as startup capital for their spouses.
License. Not fumako kwa fumako. Ero ya kwambira po ninji shiba pakutire lo mailoni pa Sunday, Monday, by Tuesday, Wednesday nishi namupanga structure. Ya kwambira po ninebonke samisenda. Ninebonka ya pokera naba number 1 ama license. Ndefaya nkabepo nemwine. Ndefaya nkabepo nemwine. Ninevo nkapoka. Nevo nkalandati pela abantu besu ama license. Krishna tubalipira no kubalipirai. So uwafya wama license wapwa.
Gospel musicians Kings Malembe and Nephew Moso were also in attendance, commending the MP for the youth engagement meeting. They also encouraged young people to find amicable ways of addressing issues rather than abusing social media.
Kakenta mboku. Ukwisa kwenu mukawishi kwa lango kwebati ibepinda mwalili umfapo. Kwebati na isanka kechalo na imwe ba youth banandi. Shaka keneka kawishi yo. Kwabi na yena mano mambulwa. Ukutorele shotumano mubantu ewingi wa mano. Kevini alanda pai. So ukwisa kwenu honorable kwisa tukumanya kwa youth bamkabushi. Lipalo sana. Elo kabili any vision that is not explained, people cannot follow you. Any vision that you don't explain to people, you know, uncertainty will be the talk of the day. Panic will be the talk of the day.
If minister wa Kurusaka ba honorable Lusambo ba minister bandi inende fuma Kurusaka elo kabili ba MP ba kukabushi na mitotera mkwai paku nchita invite na ine wine Kemba Walwimbo Kalisha Wangoma Matthew Ngosa.
The Presidential Empowerment Initiative Fund donated personal protective equipment, capital and preparators to women groups in Malambo constituency in Eastern Province. Fund National Coordinator Clement Tembo, who made the donation to Malambo constituency, Member of Parliament Mkembe Zulu, said the donation has been made through the initiative created by President Edgar Lungu to empower the vulnerable in society. And Mr. Tembo has urged Zambians to continue supporting President Lungu, stating that it is clear sign that he is a good chosen leader.
Kaziwa pempererako kuti bagwire nchito bwino. So kwenda kwa tukarele kuti aba minister wa Makebya Azulwa every day tikakumana ku State House nkani chape bango kamba muzabwera liti oko. Every day ndiye nkani. No bazimaye banga bayembekeze. So hapa last week wanakamba hapa sinza kulekani. Olo kuli corona tenti tebwanji tenti yambepo. So kubwera kuno niko yamba but nizabwera futi zapanga program shemushe na wa minister kuti tikabwere bwino tikaoneko nkani ama youth maningi na wazimai wa youth tiziba kulima activities yambili ne bali kuchita Steve na mkazivi onera pa TV na imwe zabwera tipeze njira ndiza kutandizirani mone ulendo apart zatandizako wazimai mwana wakambira wa minister tuma startup capital high business yaenda pasi kamba tenda amene yabwera.
Meanwhile, Eastern Province Minister Makebi Zulu has thanked President Lungu for donating the PPEs to the people of Malambo constituency.
Osebenza ngako kaleteza kuti mzimayi angachita koma kuno mzimayi ochita ini kuno mzimayi ochita azimayi kuno nosebenza ngako so na baita kuti bazibazonereweka umbaya azimayi nawo pawera waona kuti kuno kuli kantu so apa maganizo nyakuti ulendo yake na watu akawere bakawere na vosi ya nasi ya 9 bakali pano kukuza yoita kuti ma incubator mwezi wa ma incubator tenze nao last week mwezi nena kuti ya set free tukosunga nkuku so aya mamashina haya tikatola mamashina mwe nkuika motela mandanda basi tunkuku twafuma tukafuma tunkuku tukogulia kwa mine kuno kumalambwaini osati kwembekeza kuti ya nkuku zifume kuchipata zwele kuno magulu yake na yazima yako chitako ya mine ya tunkuku kuti na vaki nako gulako vamene ala tuzindikira kuti ino nthawi ya corona malonda kuno kumalambo ya chitangaya wele yako pansaini chifukwa matourists.
As the nation is headed for the 2021 general elections, political reporting activities will increase, and during this time, political reporting journalists will become victims of harassment for reporting the truth or siding with political parties of their choice. More in the following report.
The 2021 general elections, political reporting becomes an increased activity. Journalists assigned to cover political events in most cases become the victim of political harassments from political party cadres. During this time, some journalists are harassed for reporting the truth, while others are harassed and beaten for taking sides with political parties of their choice in their reporting. This has not gone well with media organization bodies representing journalists' interests.
So I come back to journalism. I think even what you write most, sometimes you find that you don't have the facts, you're not balancing your story, you're just writing out of speculation, you are writing something which is not verified, you are trying to public to rise against you. All we need to do is that in this examination here, we have to keep on writing from a balanced point of view. Get professional in the story, be a score. Be professional in your writing so that if people complain, at least you would have done your part as a journalist to write something that is verified, something that is ethical, something that is professionally done.
Journalists across the country should strive to report the truth, especially this time when the nation is headed for the 2021 general elections, to avoid themselves to be caught up in media harassment involving journalists. Zanis reports in Lusaka.
Government zeal to improve the energy sector in the country has placed opposition political party leaders. One such leader is Zambia Republican Party President, Bright Musoma. More in the following report by Zanis.
The seriousness which government has shown in increasing the electricity generation of this country is commendable. This is because it will increase power generation capacity of this country. Government is currently engaged in the construction and upgrading of power stations dotted across the country. One such example is the ongoing construction of the 750 Kafue Gorge Lower Hydropower Station in Jigangata district of Southern Province by Sino Hydro Corporation Limited Company. This has pleased opposition political party leaders such as Zambia Republican Party President Bright Musoma.
Lower Zambezi, which will be producing 1,500 megawatts. Okay? Of course, I think they will be sharing. We'll be sharing with Zimbabwe. So even if we'll be getting 800 to 900 megawatts, that is a very big bonus for Zambia because it has never happened. By the way, even that 1,500 or 800 that we had for 50 years, we don't even know that was, whether it was entirely built by the UNIP government or the white colonial masters also at their hand, because what were they using?
Mr. Musoma said when he addressed the media at Chrisma Hotel in Lusaka recently that President Edgar Chagwa Lungu is doing everything possible in improving the sector 50 years down in the electricity generation capacity of this country for the benefit of the Zambian people.
Friends and fellow citizens, again, if Lungu just did, if only Lungu just improved the energy sector, still the Zambian people should have had a good reason to maintain him in power together with this PF.
Government should be held for paying particular attention for increasing electricity generation capacity of this country. At Kafiwe Gorge Lower Hydropower Station, which is nearing completion, a modern secondary school and teachers' houses have been built in addition to other infrastructure developments of the power plant. Zanesh reports in Lusaka.
Government has clarified that the donation of 100 bicycles that were reportedly a donation from Japan were instead part of the largest supply contract of various items to the Ministry of Home Affairs by Polytechnology of China. Ministry of Home Affairs Government Secretary Dr. Teshimulenge disclosed at a press briefing on Monday afternoon that the Indian High Commissioner, however, made a donation of 30 bicycles.
The details regarding the donation of bicycles made to the Zambia Police Service. The public should be informed that on 14th August 2019, the Indian High Commission in Lusaka made a donation of 30 bicycles to the Zambia Police Service at a ceremony officiated by His Excellency, the High Commissioner of India to Zambia. In addition, the Zambia Police Service received 100 bicycles, which are a part of a larger supply contract to the Ministry of Home Affairs, consisting of motor vehicles, boats, uniforms, and camping equipment and heavy agricultural equipment. The bicycles, the 100 bicycles, are part of the camping equipment. The Ministry wishes to apologize for the erroneous reference to the government of Japan as the donor of the 30 bicycles which were donated by the Indian High Commission. Thank you very much. If you have questions, clarification.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Patrick Matibini, has been petitioned by pressure groups to ensure that members of Parliament participate in the debate for the Constitutional Amendment Bill No. 10 of 2019. The groups include Women Movement for Development, Authentic Advocates for Justice and Democracy, European Youth for Curfew and Sananga, among other groups. The petition was received by about 8 members of Parliament from the ruling PF, Opposition UPND, FDD, MMD, and Independent. And from one member of Parliament, Dr. Jonathan, also received the petition. Therefore, the Speaker said the petition will be delivered to Dr. Matibini.
So everyone agreed, the political parties went to Siavonga, and everyone agreed that we needed to amend the constitution. We needed an electoral reforms bill, and the public bill. So we agreed. That's why the National Dialogue Forum bill came to Parliament. We passed it into law, the President signed, and that is why we had the National Dialogue Forum at Mulungushi. At Mulungushi, we had 3 key documents that came from the ADF Forum. It was the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 10 of 2019, which is Bill 10. We had the Electoral Reforms Bill of 2019 amendment, and the Public Order Bill of 2019. Those are the 3 key outcomes of the NDF. So when that process was done, it came for first reading, and then the Parliamentary Select Committee met, and people like you, the churches, the chiefs, unions, every Zambian was free to come to Parliament to make submissions. And the Parliamentary Select Committee already has a report which has said what needs to be done in Bill 10, listening to the Zambians. And the Cabinet, early this year, Cabinet agreed with the Select Committee. The Minister of Justice, Honorable Given Luwinda, actually addressed Parliament, addressed the media, that Parliament has agreed to go with the recommendations of the Select Committee. And just last Friday, on Friday, Parliament, Cabinet actually gazetted, the proposed amendments to the Constitution. So,
an Authentic Advocates for Justice and Democracy Public Relations Director, Samuel Banda, said Zambians should not tolerate MPs who shine debates in the House as well as sent to represent them. He said the bill is not about the PF, UPND, or any other political party, but for the interest of all Zambians.
Parliament who may want to delay the process of enacting Bill 10. Bill 10 has stored a lot of governance programs. We understand that government has got other programs. We are here also to petition the Speaker of Parliament to ensure he gives a strong signal to all members of Parliament to understand that Bill 10 is not about PF, UPND, or any other political party. It's about the interests of the Zambians. Yes. It's about our future generation. Yes. It's about different people from our society. It's about the civil servants. Yes. It's about the disabled. Yes. It's about our women. Yes. It's about our youths, our gardeners. Yes. We all want equal opportunities. Yes. The Speaker of Parliament must ensure he gives a strong signal to members of Parliament that Parliament is not a battlefield. It's a place to resonate together, to make laws to improve the living standard of our people.
Government says to soon launch the presidential stimulus package for the local artists. Tourism and Arts Minister Jonas Toplas told Smart Eagles in an interview in Lusaka. President Lungu also came up with an idea of launching a presidential Koro Award festival for local artists, both upcoming and existing ones. Honorable Sota said President Lungu believes in the art industry as a source of employment and hence the need to create a conducive environment for them to operate. He said it is for this reason that he recently met the artists in order to understand their concerns and see how best the government and artists can continue to work together.
We'll be launching the presidential stimulus package for the knowledge industry. I know in Zambia it is commonly referred to as artists. We are calling it the knowledge industry. And His Excellency the President also came up with the idea to launch the presidential Koro Award Festival, which I'll be launching from here. I'll be having a meeting with the National Arts Council of Zambia, which we intend to launch before the end of this week or latest beginning of next week, so that we can begin running and organizing. And the target is the existing artists and the upcoming artists. The desire of His Excellency the President is to create a conducive environment under the art, so that the art business can be a source of employment. As you may be aware, the knowledge industry today in Africa, Nigeria is the largest employer. In South Africa it is happening, and the knowledge business began in Zambia. We've taught a number of our friends across Africa. So the desire of His Excellency the President is to making sure that the art industry in Zambia flourishes by creating enabling environment. What I want to assure the artists is we are creating a stimulus package specifically for the art sector and the tourism.
The chairman subordinate could have sentenced Pocha to 7 years imprisonment for illegal possession of an elephant ivory weighing 10 kilograms. Lavmon Kwan, 60, a former wildlife police officer, turned to a notorious elephant poacher, nicknamed Mbanje, was charged with 1 count for non possession of prescribed trophy, that is elephant ivory, contrary to section 130 and 1 of Zambia Wildlife Act number 14 of 2015. According to a statement issued by the Smart Eagles by Minister of Tourism and Arts spokesperson, however, officers of the Department of National Wildlife and National Parks and Wildlife arrested Mr. Nkwan on 26 May 2020. Noted that the ivory is suspected to be illegally harvested from an elephant poached in West Musaram Government Management Area.
I wish to confirm that the Chama Subordinate Court has sentenced Pocha to 7 years imprisonment with hard labor. Love Monkowani, age 60, is a former wildlife police officer who turned into a notorious poacher, and there he's nicknamed Mbanje, who was charged with 1 count of unlawful possession of prescribed trophy named elephant ivory, contrary to section 131 of the Wildlife Act number 14 of 2015. It's sad that a person who was in the forefront of conservation through wildlife protection can today turn around and turn out to be a dangerous criminal when it comes to wildlife activities, wildlife illegal activities. And I can tell everyone out there that wants to take a risk that the law is very blind, and definitely the long arm of the law will visit you if you want to entangle yourself into activities of illegal wildlife in our national parks and the surrounding GMAs. We expect that a person that worked as a wildlife police officer is supposed to...
Government says it's looking for more Japanese investment in the tourism sector through gastronomy. Speaking at his office when the Japanese ambassador Rita Mizuchi paid a courtesy on him, President asked Minister Mastotla said the need for more Japanese investment in Zambia through restaurants and other businesses. He said that gastronomy is one of the catalysts for Japanese tourists to come to Zambia. And Ambassador Mizuchi said his embassy would like to work with the various government ministries to achieve a good number of Japanese arrivals to Zambia. He said during his tour of duty, he would work at promoting and marketing Zambia to the Japanese people, thereby bringing investments that would be beneficial to the growth of the tourism sector.
We are looking forward to a more investment by the Japanese people in the tourism sector. Because I know that we have some Japanese restaurants. One of the catalysts for international tourists is gastronomy. The Japanese would want to visit Zambia. We want to be sure that they find Japanese food in Zambia. So we are grateful that we have a lot of Japanese operating in Zambia. We have Japanese restaurants also running in Zambia. So gastronomy is one key issue we are promoting under tourism, even under the UNWTO. We will start promoting as a catalyst for promotion of international tourist arrivals. So we are grateful that we still have a lot of confidence and hope in partnering and fostering the relationship with Zambia enjoys with Japan. So we are ready, Your Excellency. We are aware that, as you earlier stated, the tourism sector was one of the ministries, the sectors that was heavily hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, because the tourism is about person to person. For this festival, the film festival to take place, there must be a gathering of people. And we're happy that His Excellency the President is determined to slowly begin opening up the sector so that we can start creating environment that is conducive for the tourism sector to flourish. So once again, you are welcome.
Actually, we have a lot of things to do. It is not so easy because we don't have so many investors in the first place, and they have to be convinced that Zambia is the right place to come. And we need collaboration with your colleagues as well, starting from the Minister of Finance, Minister of Commerce and Industry, and so forth. But with the consulted.
And finally, Minister of General Education, in collaboration with Multichoice Zambia, Wednesday launched EduTV, a Zambian educational channel on DSTV and GoTV to deliver televised education to learners at home amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The channel, which will be on 3:15 on DSTV and 58 on GoTV, will broadcast along with other content, classroom-based learning and life skills programs for children from primary to secondary school level based on the Zambian national curriculum. Speaking during the launch, Minister of General Education, Honorable David Mwamaseb government, had to look for alternative ways to continue providing lessons to learners at home in the midst of COVID-19. And speaking earlier, Multichoice board chairperson Juliana Mula said Multichoice is committed to empower communities by prioritizing socio-economic investments which addresses some of the challenges the government faces and communities across the country. That's what for you on Moments of the Week. Join us again next week, same time, and God bless you. Continue watching Revelation TV, delivering God's people. Stay blessed.